Hello and welcome to Shootin' the Breeze. I'm WECT First Alert Chief Meteorologist Gannon, and I'm thrilled to have you aboard for this 17th episode of Shootin' the Breeze. It's dropping in the heart of summertime. So let's heat up your brain a little extra with this episode's trivia question, and it's 4th of July themed. So it's well known that Benjamin Franklin, one of the signers of the Declaration of Independence, was, among many other things, a meteorologist. His experimentation with and writings on the makeup of the atmosphere were extensive. So which of the following topics was he not known to have worked on? Is it A, the electrical nature of lightning, B, the circulations and tracks of storms, C, the effect volcanic eruptions had on air temperatures, or D, the earliest known rating scale for tornadoes? I'll give you a minute to adjust your bifocals and consider that, and I'll have the answer when we wrap up Shootin' the Breeze. In this storm anniversary segment, a look back 10 years to Hurricane Arthur. Arthur was the reboot of an old frontal system from late June of 2014. It gained its tropical badge just off the coast of South Florida on July 1st and 2nd, and delivered a stormy day to the Cape Fear region on July 3rd, with up to 5 inches of rain, isolated tornadoes, and tropical storm force wind gusts. Arthur made landfall at Cape Lookout, Carteret County, late in the evening of July 3rd, narrowly missing the distinction of becoming the only hurricane to ever make a U.S. landfall on Independence Day. Hurricane Arthur was the earliest hurricane in any year in the last century to roar ashore in the Tar Heel State, and it's on a very short list of North Carolina landfallers outside the middle 50% of the broader Atlantic hurricane season. That central part of the timeline from July 15th to October 15th is when North Carolina has seen the vast majority of its hurricane landfalls. Hurricane Arthur bucked the trends and so reminds us of the need to stay alert and storm ready throughout all corners of the season. And a visit to the comprehensive First Alert Hurricane Center at WECT.com/hurricane and your WECT weather app is a great place to start. Every now and then I'll receive an email or I'm at a hurricane expo and I get the question, are hurricanes attracted to the Cape Fear River? You think about it, the river is water and a hurricane's fuel is water. And history shows so many hurricanes seem to worm their way up to Wilmington upon leaving the tropics. But the port city's vulnerability to hurricanes actually has less to do with the river and more to do with the Cape. First, consider the 3 main scales of meteorology: the synoptic scale, the mesoscale, and the microscale. A hurricane, which is a mesoscale feature, is far more likely to respond to features on the synoptic scale than the microscale. That is to say, a breeze off the river might help trip a shower in Leland, but it's not reeling in a hurricane from the Bahamas. A synoptic scale feature like the Bermuda High can sure move a hurricane, though. In the summer and early fall, this semi-permanent high sets a storm steering flow pattern that tends to guide hurricanes over the warm western Atlantic waters and perilously close to or into the Carolinas. And because they stick out in that water, the capes of the Carolinas are naturally at higher risk for a hurricane strike. So now, if you ever hear that hurricanes are attracted to the Cape Fear River, just remember, it's not about the river, it's about the Cape. If it weren't for air conditioning, WECT News' brick-clad building on Shipyard Boulevard in Wilmington would about turn into an oven under the scorching Carolina summer sun. And since we're like a family here at WECT News, of course, no one can agree on the temperature the thermostat should be set at. All right, if you had to pick the newsroom temperature, what would it be set at?
Yeah, so I mean, I'm directly under the vent here, but I think 73 is pretty good. 73, maybe 72, but I'm comfortable over here.
I would pick 75. I know that sounds really hot. It's freezing in here. So I would pick something a little bit warmer.
I haven't seen it less than, I think, 100 in the newsroom, but I would love to have it at 70.
I think 74 would be nice, because it's always, I shouldn't be wearing a jacket right now. I can't wear a jacket outside.
I'm not sure, what exactly their perfect temperature would be, but for me, right around that 70-degree sweet spot.
I've got this lovely WECT blanket on me, either in here or in the control room, and cold makes me want to go to sleep. So I like it a little bit warmer, 74, maybe even 75.
If you start cooler, the lights add a little bit more anyway, so I'm cooler than warmer. 70, 71 maybe.
72-ish is fine with me, especially because the air unit blows right on my desk, so I'm fine with that.
In here 72, but at home I'm around 70. I'm a warm body, so the cooler it is, I feel much better.
Thank you, sir. Let's go ambush the boss. Ideal at-work newsroom temperature. What's that thermostat set at?
Lord, this is going to get me in trouble with you guys because this is always a big debate in the newsroom. Let's go with 71.
In the end, the usual prescription for the WECT newsroom thermostat is 73 degrees. In the studio, all those lights, yikes, the setting is 69 degrees. And for the computer racks, huffing and puffing in the back, the setting is a cool 68 degrees. For cooling efficiency in your home, set your thermostat higher when you plan to be away for a long time. Keep shades closed on south-facing windows and police that often. And line dry clothes and choose grill top over stovetop cooking for the hottest days. And you can track the hottest portions of these summer days anytime with an hour-by-hour forecast on your WECT weather app. It's trivia answer time. Do you know which project meteorologist Benjamin Franklin did not work on? Well, choice A might have been low-hanging fruit for you to eliminate. His legendary kite and key experiment during a lightning event forever linked storms to electricity. And historians would be quick to dismiss choice B, as Franklin's meticulous keeping of wind, temperature, and precipitation records led him to the correct conclusion that storms both move laterally and circulate. We also must remove choice C. In 1784, Benjamin Franklin learned of a huge volcanic eruption in Iceland and hypothesized that it could impact global temperatures. So congratulations if you chose D. Though Mr. Franklin did have a fascination with whirlwinds, from dust devils to waterspouts to full-on twisters, Mr. Franklin was not known to have rated the strength of tornadoes. That's a wrap for this 17th episode of Shootin' the Breeze. Please feel free to connect with me on these platforms. If you have a question about a topic you saw here on Shootin' the Breeze, if you have a suggestion for a Cape Fear or Carolina weather item you'd like to see covered in the future, or if you just want to say hi and what's the good word. And as always, WECT.com/anywhere is a great place to find more unique WECT over-the-top content. Hope I'll see you for the next episode of Shootin' the Breeze, and take care.